We talk enough about staple products and staple foods, but we don't talk enough about staple chefs, men and women that have stayed at a restaurant long enough to become synonymous with that restaurant. Well, today we're at Opus Restaurant in Yorkville, and we're about to meet the man in the kitchen, a staple of Opus, Chef Jason Cox. Come with me. Here now with the executive chef of Opus, Jason Cox. Pleasure, sir. Thanks for letting us into your kitchen today. A little bit of a history about Jason Cox. I mean, you've been at Opus now for about 10 years. You started off as a sous chef. What do you owe your longevity to at Opus? I mean, it's been a long time. It's been over a decade.
We are allowed to play a lot, and that allows us to have fun. So that keeps me here.
It's the fun. It's the creative.
Yeah.
It's the freedom.
It's the allowance of freedom, yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Can you pinpoint a dish or a certain time where they established the trust with you?
Yeah, okay.
Can you pinpoint that?
Yeah.
Was there a specific time?
On the first or second menu I did here, we did a dish of duck and lobster, and the boss was like, duck and lobster together in the same plate, that's really weird. It became a best-selling dish on the menu.
Wow.
And it convinced the boss that he could open his mind up to things that he didn't trust and put that trust into me. And since then, we've kind of grown together and worked together. And I remember the first thing I made was, it was roast beef with all the trimmings and stuff. And then for dessert, it was baked Alaskan pie.
That was your first meal?
Out of the Good Housekeeping book.
Well, you kind of blew me out of the water, man. I'm making craft dinner, and here comes the champagne. That being said, what do you got going for us today? I mean,
okay. So
first meal is baked Alaskan. 10 years later, what's the meal?
We've really gone down a lot. So we're gonna cook with the things that I love today. So
awesome.
Lobster and champagne, and right now we're in kind of high time for corn season. So we're gonna make a fresh corn polenta, which is easy to do, and lobster and truffles. Straight corn. You take it off of the cob and you shuck it right down, and you take the kernels and you puree them until they're quite smooth, and you pass it through a sieve, or a tammy we call it. So these are Yukon Gold potatoes from the United States of America. So we slice it on a mandolin. This is clarified butter, and we're just gonna kind of free-form a little potato garnish. I call it a flower. Up here. So we're just gonna bake that. The starch is, and the butter is gonna kind of gel it together.
Yeah.
Now we're going to finish cooking it. Yeah. Fry it. Just give some gentle heat, which for us is French cuisine.
Yeah.
We can pour anything else with that. Right. This is my fridge.
Oh yeah.
So now we're just gonna bathe the lobster in champagne and butter. So this is a buckwheat blini batter, which is like, a blini is basically a yeasted pancake.
Oh yeah, it takes its time. You can't rush that.
This is for dramatic effect. So we have our blinis. Smells good, yeah, like pancake.
Yeah.
So this lobster is from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yeah. That's puppy's going right on top.
Yeah. This is a black truffle.
Oh yeah.
From Italy. This is a sauce made from carrots.
Truffles from Italy just to top it off. If that wasn't enough already, right?
Yeah. That is our Nova Scotia Yarmouth lobster on fresh corn polenta with buckwheat blinis, a potato flour and truffles with a carrot sauce.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner of champions. Fair description?
Yeah.
All three at the same time.
Yeah.
Jason Cox, executive chef at Opus. Thanks very much, sir. Pleasure. Best of luck in the future.
Thanks.